Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a
No
handful.
more than I'd expect from a man of my age.
Interesting. You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon?
Yes, Doctor. Taking all my little pills.
I wouldn't be here.
And you've been getting
Not for
extra
your son.
rest?
Are there many more of these questions?
I see. Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed, no. I feel quite well.
Okay. How's your energy level? Feeling any fatigue?
No more than I'd expect from a man of my age.
Mm-hmm. You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon?
Yes, Doctor. I'm taking all my little pills.
I see.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done now. Thank you.
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a...
Right.
Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are... It also cannot go unnoticed that there were... I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause.
Sure.
I'm proud of you. Regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue, and look at me. I'm wasting time.
Whatever it is, I can take care of it.
I certainly hope so. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however.
If I've done something to jeopardize the Institute, I'll fix it. You have my word.
I have no doubt that you will. But while you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out to invite someone. Apparently, there was some miscommunication, and this individual called for help. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I need you to go there and speak to Dr. Thompson is on site, and he...
Right.
I know you can resolve this situation.
They'll listen to me. I'll figure something.
Believe me.
Hey, General.
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's...
I'm not sure you know what's going on here.
Oh, I know exactly what's going on. These assholes think they can kidnap... Well, not today. So, how do you want to play this?
Right.
But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place. That makes sense, right?
Sure. No one is going to do anything. Tell your men to stand down.
If we don't do something now, they're gonna take that poor guy. Are you gonna order the attack?
This whole thing is just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. Can't wait to hear this. Explain to me how this is a misunderstanding.
Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks, and that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, an old holdout of theirs from back in the day.
The Institute wants the
From
same
everything I've
things you
heard,
do.
it was no
We can
small
find a
feat
way
get
to
that
work
back into
together.
their control.
No one here wants more blood spilled.
I don't know about
There's
that,
some
but
real monsters
look,
out there in
if
the
nothing
Commonwealth,
else, you'd
folks.
best get in there and make sure that
Now
man's
that they've
okay.
set up shop,
I'll make sure no one
I'm
makes a
told the
move on him in
Minutemen
the
will be in a
meantime.
better position
But
to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. And that's good to hear, don't you think? Here's a pick-me-up for you. It's Bing Crosby with Accentuate the Positive.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of.
Good, good. It was bad enough that Wallace...
The Minutemen were only doing what they felt.
Well, from here it looked like they were out for blood. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right.
This is also distasteful.
I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably. But once they realized how smart he was and what... I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he... Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just... well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking...
No problem.
I hope so.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me! That's what you people do, isn't it? I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine. What do you want from me?
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted whatever research you wanted to perform. Anything. You'd be safe and secure in a way...
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. Thanks.
Hey, I'm here to help.
I really mean it.
Sure.
I'll see you back in the Institute.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
There you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is one more part. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth.
That's a good idea. Hopefully...
Yes, that is one goal.
Sure.
We've prepared some remarks for you. Use the microphone here and follow.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true. But it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are... the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your... personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in... tragedy for all involved. Rest easy. Know that the future is... in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was... interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase. The radio station in Diamond. If we'd like the people to hear before we preempt their broadcast. We need to ensure... I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boot. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
Danny Kaye there, singing Civilization. Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life.
Things with Scarlet didn't really, work out.
I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks, that's enough sentiment from me for one day. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Next is Crazy He Calls Me by Billie Holiday.
Okay, let's try this. Maybe this goes... here.
Oh, hey. How are you?
All right. In you go.
I haven't forgotten what you've done for me.
what I hear, that rogue scent at Libertalia was a real menace. It's back where it belongs.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My mother and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Sean?
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend.
I wasn't expecting you to let us live. That surprised me.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
You know, I love my work, but I love being a father even more.
When the lights go down and the stars come out, and just forget it.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Nice work, bringing that rogue synth back.
I couldn't be more
May I
pleased
be
with
the
Father's
first to
choice
welcome
for
you,
a new
ma'am.
director.
We're looking forward to working with you.
Congratulations.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously with the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken.
Let's just spit it out, shall we? The Directorate has decided that the Brotherhood of Steel need to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
If this has to happen, we keep the violence to a minimum. We're not out to destroy the Commonwealth.
Of course. It was never the intention to cause more harm than is necessary. As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
Synths are the Institute's greatest strength.
Well said. I'll see that the necessary... That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once...
As long as you respect our rules and policies, you might just succeed as our next director.
X688 sounded very
word on
impressed
what's
with your
happening in
work at
Commonwealth,
Libertalia.
folks.
He doesn't give praise
Not
lightly.
content.
Good evening.
I couldn't be more pleased
May I
with
be the
Father's
first to
choice
welcome
for a
you,
new
ma'am.
director.
We're looking forward to working with you.
Congratulations.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time.
Let's not be dramatic.
There's nothing dramatic.
To bring you up to speed, with the reactor now on...
I'm sure the reactor...
Yes, the director...
Let's just spit it out, shall we? The direct...
As the incoming... So, where do you stand?
I think the last thing the Institute needs...
I would love to see that big airship fly off over the horizon, but it's not gonna happen. The conflict is already upon us. Unless we end it now, it's only going to get worse.
We really don't have a choice. If we're to emerge from this the victors, we need... As director, it's up to you and how we focus our... We'd like your input on what direction...
Synths are the Institute's...
Well said. I'll see that the nest... That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you.
As long as you respect our rules and policies, you might just succeed as our next director.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the director. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? Do you agree with their decision? This really is a matter of importance. I hope you're not too overwhelmed. Are you following? This really is a matter of importance.
There's no good answer. Taking action puts us at risk, but inaction could be deadly.
And yet, as a leader, you must...
You know, Mother, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute.
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where...
They mean nothing to me. Never have.
I'll admit, I'm relieved to hear. Then I certainly hope I can count on you for what needs to be done. Because these fanatics cannot be allowed to continue to...
Sure.
Small as they are in number, their twisted ideology ensures that they will never... They must be eradicated. Are you willing to see to it?
You don't have to worry about them any longer. They're as good as dead.
Thank you. Do what needs to be done, but keep yourself safe.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
Dr. Carlin's doing
May I
some
be the first to
amazing
welcome
things
you,
with
ma'am.
our
We're
genetically
looking forward to
engineered
working
crops.
with you.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore.
I'm sure you will.
Right now,
Let's not be dramatic.
there's nothing dramatic.
To bring you up to speed with the reactor...
I'm sure the...
Yes, the director...
Let's just spit it...
As the incoming director, so, where do you stand?
Shouldn't we wait and see?
We all know why the Brotherhood is even in the Commonwealth to begin with.
We've all agreed that action must be taken. As director, it's up to you. We'd like your input on what direction.
Synths are the Institute...
Well said. I'll see that.
Right.
That's all we have.
My compliments on getting B592 back to us, so...
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
You just heard Three Sons here on Diamond City Radio.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open
Travis
hostility.
Lonely Miles here, bringing you
What
the
about
type
you?
of news you just don't
You
hear
agree
about
with their
every
decision?
day. Word is that a group of soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel were sighted in the Commonwealth recently. Things got hairy for them at the old Cambridge police station. How hairy? I can't be sure. But I've heard about the kind of firepower those guys pack. Couldn't have been good.
Are you following?
They're fine now, thanks to everyone's favorite vault dweller, who happened upon the scene and lent a much-needed hand. Good job surviving out there, and best of luck to all involved in the future. The ink spots are back.
How long has this been coming?
It's all
When did they decide on this course of action?
The arrival of the Brotherhood's airship was the final straw, really. There's just too much at stake. You can't afford to lose it all.
You know, Mother, it's no...
The depth of your... The question is...
They mean nothing to me.
I'll admit, Then I certainly hope, because these fanatics, small as they are, they must be around.
How do you want me to handle?
The details of the operation are up to you. I think I prefer not knowing them. What's important?
Right.
Remember that I would not ask this of you were it not so important. Good luck. The railroad has left us with no other option. Remember that.
We got a lot of synths in play right now. Makes things really dangerous. One more hour till my shift ends. You really walked the Freedom Trail? By yourself? I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Deacon said you deny it, but he has proof you used teleportation, of all things, to get inside the Institute. We know you got inside with the help of the Brotherhood of Steel. My hope is, or at the very least, you're true. So let's put it to the test. We have a vital mission. A response would be appreciated.
I'll stand by the Brotherhood of Steel.
You do know their plans for synths, right? Please, take some time, and turn back from this dark path you're walking. The Brotherhood would murder every synth if they could. Please, work with us instead. Shit! I've been hit! Sam! What the? Get up! Home.
Find him!
now.
Great!
There was a whole lot less of that. Does that not belong to someone?
That was Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute. While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught. Crawl Out Through the Fallout is next, courtesy of Sheldon Allman, but brought to you by me, Travis Lonely Miles.
of what was left is...
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
People of the Commonwealth.
And so, the work is done.
For years
I am
now,
sorry.
you have suspected that the
I know it was
Institute
likely
still
difficult
exists,
for you.
that we are among you. It's true, but it's not the whole truth.
It was tough, yeah.
I assure you that there was no other way. Their fanaticism wouldn't have allowed it. There is obviously one final threat the Institute poses.
Represents the future of the Commonwealth.
What is it? What's this last threat?
Well, perhaps it's not that obvious after all. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us. We need to destroy them.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's necessary. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to do... There are more of them out in the world, Mother.
Sure.
Tragedy for all involved.
We can defeat them now, we can defeat them again if we have to.
Possibly, yes. But it would be smart. We will show them that if they interfere with us, we will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they will know better.
You seem pretty convinced this will work.
The Institute is nothing if not thorough. Dr. Watson should be in the lab. Time is of the essence.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Surplus power should translate to increased efficiency and productivity.
Dr. Watson?
Did you need something?
Sean says it's time.
Oh, well, I guess it's been coming. I suppose we should get moving. Let's go, Rosalind. Sean says it's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
I know, but we need to move quickly on this. Dr. Orman has done most of the hands-on work, so I'll let her explain the basics to you.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM...
So we just relay onto the airship.
Won't do us any good. There's no direct connection between their robot and the airship, so the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you into a point at the edge of the airport.
We'll have the element of surprise if...
Exactly. You'll have surprise on your side.
Sure.
For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh, I almost forgot. Take these.
Oh, thanks. Grenades?
No, they're not grenades. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
I know, right? I mean... Thanks. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime.
It's the Brotherhood's giant robot.
Right. They think it's their ultimate weapon. We're going to show them it's ours. We've taken everything we know, made a few modifications based on what we think they've done with it in the past 10 years. And, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth, capable of delivering... The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him.
With Liberty Prime on our side.
He's not going to go stomping around, and he won't be taking orders. But he will have his weapons and targeting, and he'll absolutely recognize their airship as the primary. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Oh, and don't worry, we'll pull you out of there before...
If you've got any questions, this is where you ought to ask.
What have I got for backup?
With our reactor online, once the field is down, we can... If you've got any questions, this is where you...
Right. No questions. Let's do this.
All right, good luck.
Dr. Lee might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having the reactor.
Dad says I'm as good as he is with computers.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia is a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs. Secure the area. Ceasefire. Shoot to kill.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Frankie Carl. Time for yet another slice of news from the Commonwealth, folks. Are you familiar with the old sailing ship stranded on top of the building downtown? Reports from the area suggest it'd be a good idea to avoid the ship at all costs. Now, believe it or not, you'll have to shift your gaze much, much higher. You heard it here. The ship somehow managed to become airborne and lodged itself in a different building downtown. How? Why? I suggest you just roll with it, folks. It's crazy, but it's true. Dive into your radio for all the latest news, no matter how weird. Kick back and enjoy one from the 5 stars. This is Atom Bomb Baby.
Lost visual.
That was Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on. And when you're as big as Maybell is, there is a whole lot of shaking going on. Here's a bit of news concerning the vaults of the Commonwealth. Some of you out there may be familiar with Vault 81. Nice place. They keep to themselves, not very social. Apparently they've suffered from some sort of disease outbreak in there. Guess maybe it's a good thing they don't open the door much. But I shouldn't make jokes. It was evidently pretty serious. And of course, we can all empathize with what they're going through. I have seen reports of some fatalities, but my understanding is that things are now under control. So if you should happen to bump into someone from Vault 81, don't worry. They're probably not contagious. One of the greatest singers of all time. I think. Here's Ella Fitzgerald.
Where'd you go?
Your actions could result in injury.
Who's there?
that last number. Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths, trying to escape
I
the
recommend against.
While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually. Yeah. If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. Dangerous idea that's met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught. Now let's hear from Bob Crosby with Happy Times. This is a favorite of yours truly.
Identity unknown.
Life is as happy as you're willing to be.
I may have detected unusual behavior. I may have detected unusual behavior. There is something nearby. Identity unknown. We may not be alone. Did you hear something?
false alarm, I guess.
Something nearby. Identity unknown. There you are. A grenade has been dispatched.
son.
How's that for? I feel better.
What's happening in the Commonwealth? Not to take this quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very cousins. Whether they plan to annex the location, just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reason is, I think we can all agree that there was some people turning around. It didn't bad. positive take on life with a touch of nostalgia. Anything goes. Bye.
Has been dispatched. Detected.
Take them all out.
Unusual behavior. Resuming combat operations.
Over here! Over here!
People of the Commonwealth. For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true, but it's not the whole truth.
Yeah!
We are here, and we are... Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in tragedy for all involved. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands. And that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Commonwealth, folks. And that's good news for all of us.
No.
The latest word is that they've retaken the castle. An old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control.
Yes? And all the little things going baggy for
There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. That's good to hear, don't you think? Roy Brown is up next, with the second half of the legend of Butcher Pete.
There.
We may not be something happened.
Who's there? I know you're out there.
Ha! Surprise us all. Fan out. Areas, now. To be fighting. I believe a sniper has found us. That is the right word, yes? A grenade has been dispatched. Studying physical intelligence is doing something, I suppose.
Long live the brother.
have been dispatched. Your actions could result in injury.
What was that?